Well, it's DOSCEMBER, and you know what that means. It means retro gaming on expensive, classic PC laptops. This one right here is a IBM ThinkPad 390E. Picked this up earlier this year. Been tinkering around with it for a while. I'm just finally ready to actually play a few games. Thought I would, maybe launch some Monkey Island and, maybe play around a little bit. Thought you guys would join me for the journey. So let's check it out. Okay. The island of Melee, yeah. Deep in the Caribbean, of course. Or Melee. Oh, that... What? What's this? This music? It's got to be something configured wrong with the game. Let me try a different one. Okay, here we go. Space Quest 3. This one is a classic. It's got wonderful music. You guys are going to love this one. What? Is there like a smoke alarm going off in my house? What is that sound? Ugh. I don't know. Something's got to be wrong here. If only there was a way to make this sound 10 times better and spend a whole bunch of money trying to accomplish that goal. What could I possibly do? All right, here we go. All right, we've done it. I've got a complete MT-32 setup. I've got the MT-32 with the original version that doesn't have the hanging note bug. I've got these beautiful Roland MT-32 speakers. I have my laptop ready to go. Let's just go ahead and let's plug it in, and let's see if we can play some Midi music. So is it like no? Let's see. Is it behind here? Is it behind this little door? No, that's USB. Let's see. It's on the back. Let's shut this. Take a look. That's a PS2 port. Wait a minute. Where the hell do you plug this in? Hey everybody. Welcome to Ron's Computer Videos. This week, in celebration of DOSCEMBER, I want to talk to you about MIDI music on ThinkPads. I know that a lot of people out there kind of look to the ThinkPad as being sort of like a higher quality, but yet easily sort of attainable laptop, because a lot of these came out of corporate environments and, ended up going to surplus, and people were able to pick them up like pretty darn cheap kind of at the end of this era. This one here, this 390E, this is like a kind of a mid-range Pentium 3. Pentium 3? Am I correct on that? This one says Celeron, but I'm pretty sure that that the previous owner had swapped out, and it has like a P2300 or something on it right now. But people bought these in droves for the corporate environments, and so it ended up kind of being on that secondary market in a big way, more than like the Toshibas. A lot of those satellites are really nice too, but and they're really great for DOS gaming, and they've got nice active matrix displays, and it's big enough that you can kind of see to play some of these classic games. But what do you do about MIDI? How do you get MIDI into these devices? And I kind of thought about it for a while. That I've had my MT-32 set up for a while. I was just kind of kidding earlier about my son's college money, but I I've had this for a little bit, and this is kind of my go-to station for playing DOS games when I want to play on like real hardware. And when I was trying to address that MIDI problem, I looked high and low, and I thought, well, what about PCMCA cards? Maybe something that plugs into since MIDI is a serial connection, maybe there's some sort of way to plug it in with a serial port. And all those things kind of led me to dead ends or kind of solutions that were not really what I was wanting to accomplish. So I started looking online at various places that sell ThinkPads and all of their accessories and things like that. And that's when I came across this guy. This docking station here is really nice. It makes it really easy for plugging in and charging. And if you want to, you want to drop some other, monitors and things like that on it, but then pick it up and maybe go to another room, as if the battery still worked. But this docking station right here is pretty cool. This is actually part number 05 Kilo 6160, and the field replaceable part number is 05 Kilo 6161. But the nice thing about this this dock, and it's very different than a lot of other ThinkPad docks, it has a game port. Let's illuminate the situation here. Oh, that's bright. Here's the back of the dock, and as you can see, we have a full complement of ports here. We've got PS2 keyboard mouse, USB, sorry I was blocking that, USB, serial port, Ethernet, LPT. You have this proprietary connection from IBM for a floppy drive, an extra floppy drive, sound in and sound out, VGA out, and DC in. You also have 2 full banks and it's locked right now for some reason. I'll have to check that out. Oh, there we go. They're unlocked now. 2 banks of, so you could accommodate, I think, 4 Type 2 PCMCA cards, or 2 Type 3s, or 2 Type 2s and a Type 3, however you wanted to work that out. But again, what we're really interested in is this game port right here. And what that allows us to do is to use a game port to MIDI adapter cable, and then use a sort of a like a plug-in, or sorry, like a DOS TSR, like soft MPU, to go ahead and connect or allow it to talk to these MIDI devices that require MIDI intelligent mode, which was something that the original MPU 401, which was the interface card for these units, that was something that they did that kind of set them apart. It was Roland's little way to, I guess, kind of make the device incompatible with just about everybody else's hardware. And I know that MIDI Man and a couple of other people make clone cards, and it's nice now that kind of on the market with that new 16-bit ISA DOS sound card, like that new catch-all card that just came out. Those have the ability to have that soft MPU mode as well. So it's really nice, and there's never been a better time to play with MIDI on classic PCs. But let's go ahead, especially Roland devices, but let's go ahead and let's hook this up, and let's hear what the difference is. Like I was telling you earlier, there are these inexpensive little adapter cables that will take the game port output on a PC sound card and adapt it out to where you actually have a joystick for games, and then MIDI in and out. The way that this will work is the MIDI out from the ThinkPad is going to go into the MIDI in on the MT-32. And we should have some really cool jamming tunes here in just a second. Okay, so the output from the PC is looped into the Roland speakers, and the output from the MP32 or MT32 is patched in back there as well. We have the output coming from our game port to Midi adapter. Don't have a joystick hooked up at the moment, but all right, let's give it a shot. Okay, we've got everything hooked up. The mess of cables in the back, everything is plugged into the proper place. We have the ThinkPad patched in to the Roland speakers, and the MT-32 patched into that as well. So what we should have is a really nice mix, as much as you can have without a mixer, between the two. Don't forget, you can most of the time kind of independently adjust your speaker output, especially if you have DOS games that use like your AdLib card or your Sound Blaster compatible or whatever for like sound effects, and then music would be from like your MT-32 or your like Midi solution or whatever, what have you. So let's fire up Monkey Island 1 and see what it sounds like. Very nice. The dulcet tones of spending a bunch of money to have this really cool experience that people largely missed out on back in the day. Well, I wonder what Space Quest sounds like. Wow. Night and day. It makes all the difference. So what about something like Doom 2? Well, obviously not everything can be perfect. The MT-32 isn't a general MIDI. It isn't a general MIDI device. It has proprietary instruments and stuff that Roland put together. So not everything looks and sounds probably as it should. All right, let's try Doom 1. Now that sounds sort of correct. Probably not the way I remember this one. Let's run the setup program for Duke 3D and see if I should have everything configured correctly. Let's make sure it's sound of FX card. Oh yeah, isn't that nostalgic back in the day when you would just like wet your pants when that would go off when you were trying to test your card? But all right, let's see. We should have. I've got sound canvas selected, so let's listen. Very cool. Yeah, no, I dig that. That's very nostalgic. All right. about you, but that sounded amazing. So there you have it. MIDI is possible on these old machines. You just have to have the right tools. And sometimes that means the right docking station. Anyway, that's it for today. Season's greetings and happy holidays, and to everybody a merry DOSCEMBER, and until next time, Apple II forever.